A journey to Cambridge, UK, beyond the bicycles and books. Welcome to Cambridge, a city that's equal parts brainy, beautiful, and bizarre. Sure, you've heard of the university, the punting, and the postcard-perfect architecture, but today, we're diving into the weird, the wonderful, and the downright unexpected. Pack your curiosity, because this trip through Cambridge is going to take you off the beaten path, though, fair warning, you might still get stuck behind a cyclist or two. Arrival, stepping into a time machine. Let's start with the logistics. If you're coming from London, hop on a train from King's Cross. It's about 45 minutes. And you'll roll into Cambridge Station, a Victorian gem that's been welcoming travellers since 1845. Fun fact, the station was deliberately built a mile outside the city centre, because the university didn't want grubby industrial vibes disrupting their scholarly serenity. So, grab a coffee, stretch your legs, and prepare to step into a place where time feels like it's playing hopscotch between the 13th century and now. The bizarre beginnings, a corpse and a college. First stop, the University of Cambridge. Founded in 1209, it's one of the oldest universities in the world. But here's the weird bit: it all started because of a murder. Scholars fleeing Oxford after a townsfolk dust-up involving a dead local. Oops, landed here, and the rest is history. Wander through the courtyards of King's College, where the Gothic chapel looks like it's been plucked from a fairy tale. Unusual fact: the chapel's stained glass windows took 30 years to complete, and during World War II, they were dismantled and hidden in cellars to protect them from bombs. Peek inside, if you can't. Those windows are a kaleidoscope of medieval madness, punting with a twist, the Bridge of Sighs, and a rogue mathematician. No trip to Cambridge is complete without punting on the River Cam. You'll glide past willow trees and under bridges, propelled by a pole-wielding guide who's probably a student paying off their tuition. Aim for the Bridge of Sighs, a covered stone beauty linking St. John's College. It's named after Venice's version, but here's the quirky kicker. Legend says students sigh crossing it on their way to exams. While you're punting, keep an eye out for the mathematical bridge, a wooden wonder that looks like it defies physics. Rumor has it Sir Isaac Newton designed it without nails. But that's rubbish. He died before it was built in 1749. Still, it's a mind-bending sight, and the real story, it's held together by clever engineering, is just as cool. The Oddball Museum, Fitzwilliam's Hidden Treasures. Next, let's duck into the Fitzwilliam Museum on Trumpington Street. It's free, it's fabulous, and it's full of stuff you won't believe. Beyond the Egyptian mummies and Renaissance paintings, there's a collection of death pennies, bronze plaques given to families of World War I soldiers. Creepy, maybe. Fascinating, definitely. Then there's the narwhal tusk, once pawned off as a unicorn horn to gullible medieval buyers. The museum's neoclassical facade hides these oddities, so take an hour to explore it, like stepping into a cabinet of curiosities curated by a mad genius. A graveyard of ideas. The Corpus Clock. Time for something truly bonkers. The Corpus Clock on King's Parade. This £1 million mechanical marvel looks like a steampunk nightmare. Giant gold disc with a grasshopper-like creature eating time as the seconds tick by. Unveiled in 2008 by Stephen Hawking, yes, that Hawking, who lived and worked here. It's deliberately unsettling. The creator, John Taylor, called it a reminder that time is relentless. There's no traditional clock face, just eerie blue lights and a hypnotic rhythm. Stand there for a minute or 5, and you'll feel like you've stumbled into a sci-fi movie. Food with a story. The Eagle Pub. Hungry? Head to the Eagle on Bonnet Street, a pub that's been pouring pints since the 1600s. It's not just the cozy vibe or the fish. and chips that'll hook you. It's the history. During World War II, RAF pilots scribbled their names on the ceiling with candle smoke. And you can still see the graffiti today. Even wilder, this is where, in 1953, scientists Francis Crick and James Watson announced they'd cracked DNA's double helix structure over a casual pint. Order a ploughman's lunch and toast to discovery. Few pubs can claim they've fueled a Nobel Prize. The haunted and the holy, round church. Cambridge isn't short on churches, but the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, aka the Round Church, is a must-see. Built in 1130, it's one of only 4 round churches in England, inspired by Jerusalem's holy sites. Unusual fact: locals swear it's haunted by a ghostly knight, and its circular design gives it an eerie echo. Pop in for £2 and feel the weight of 900 years. If you're lucky, you might catch a concerta acoustics or otherworldly. Nature's odd couple, the Botanic Garden. For a breather, stroll to the Cambridge University Botanic Garden. It's 40 acres of greenery, but the real stars are the quirky plants. Check out the stinking corpse lily. If it's blooming, good luck with the smell. Or the welwitschia, a Namibian oddity that looks like a sci-fi prop and can live for over 1,000 years. Entries about £7, and it's a peaceful escape from the city's bustle. Bring a sketchbook, or just marvel at nature's weirdest experiments. The misadventure of Sedgwick's dinosaurs. Geology nerds, this one's for you. The Sedgwick Museum of Earth Sciences. It's home to 2 million fossils, including a giant iguanodon skeleton that was dug up in the 1800s and reassembled wrong. Its thumb spike was stuck on its nose for decades. The mistake's fixed now, but the story's a hoot. Entries free, and you'll leave with a newfound appreciation for bones and blunders, nighttime nonsense, ghost walks, and gin. As evening falls, join a ghost walk. Cambridge's cobbled streets are ripe with tales of spectral scholars and headless horsemen. Tours run around £10 to £15 and blend history with goosebumps. Afterward, warm up at the Cambridge Gin Laboratory on Green Street. For £95, you can distill your own gin, choosing botanicals like lavender or chili. It's a boozy science experiment, perfect for a city that loves a good brain tease. Final stop, stargazing at the Institute of Astronomy. Cap your trip with a nerdy nightcap. The Institute of Astronomy occasionally opens its telescopes to the public. Check ahead. Gaze at the stars, where Hawking pondered black holes. It's free, weather permitting, and a cosmic way to say goodbye. Fun fact: Cambridge has more Nobel Prize winners than most countries, and this is where some of them looked up and dreamed big. Farewell, Cambridge. So there you have it, a whirlwind through Cambridge's quirks, from murderous origins to grasshopper clocks and gin-soaked evenings. It's a city that marries intellect with eccentricity, and you'll leave with stories no one back home will believe. Book that train, pack your walking shoes, and dive in. Cambridge is waiting to surprise you.